Village of Lakemore Employee Policies and Procedures Manual to add a policy for employee key fobs. Now therefore be it ordained by the Council of the Village of Lakemore, County of Summit, State of Ohio. Section 1, Council agrees to amend Ordinance 1849-2024, Village of Lakemore Employee Policies and Procedures Manual to add a policy for employee key fobs. Section 2, if an employee is to leave the Village of Lakemore, it is the employee's responsibility to return their key fob. The fiscal officer will hold their final paycheck until the key fob is returned. Section 3, it is found and determined that all formal actions of this council concerning and relating to the adoption of this ordinance were adopted in an open meeting of this council, and that all deliberations of this council and any of its committees that resulted in such formal action were in meetings open to the public in compliance with all legal requirements, including Section 121.22 of the Ohio Revised Code. Section 4 of this ordinance is declared to be an emergency measure in the interest of the health, peace, and safety of the citizens of the Village of Lakemore. Therefore, this ordinance shall take effect immediately. Ordinance number 1904-2025, an ordinance to amend Ordinance 1874-2024, make appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the Village of Lakemore, State of Ohio, during the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2025. Now therefore be it ordained by the Council of the Village of Lakemore, County of Summit, State of Ohio. Section 1, Council approves to increase appropriations in General Fund $21,315.68 for RETA retainer fees, tree removal, and CAD billing. Street Construction Maintenance and Repair Fund 2011, $10,000 for the Fairdale Michaels project. Police Canine Fund 2082, $60 for canine expenses. Emergency Medical Services Fund 2901, $5,889.81 for fire maintenance, fire uniforms, and the biking radio. Parks and Rec Donation Fund 2906, $948.83 for memorial benches. Capital Improvements Fund 4901, $25,000 for the Fairdale and Michaels project. Water Operating Fund 5101, $20,000 for the Fairdale and Michaels project. So, Sewer Operating Fund 5201, $92,663.28 for DOPS salaries and the Fairdale and Michaels project. Storm Sewer Fund 5701, $20,000 for the Fairdale and Michaels project. Section 2, Council approves to increase revenue in Police Canine Fund 2082, $60 from canine donations. Parks and Rec Donation Fund 2906, $3,000 for memorial benches. Section 3, Treasury for payments from any of the foregoing appropriations upon receiving proper certificates and vouchers, therefore, approved by all board or officers authorized by law to approve the same, or an ordinance or resolution of council to make the expenditures, provided that no warrants shall be drawn or paid for salaries or wages, except to persons employed by authority of and in accordance with law or ordinance. It shall be provided further that the appropriations for contingencies can only be expended upon appeal of 2/3 vote of council for items of expense constituting a legal obligation against the village for purposes other than those covered by their specific appropriations herein made. Section 4 of this ordinance is hereby declared to be an emergency measure necessary for the immediate preservation of the health, safety, and welfare of the citizens of the Village of Lakemore, Ohio. Therefore, this ordinance shall go into effect immediately. That's it.
Thank you.
Okay.
That one right yours.
Do you want me to announce it for you?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, we're moving into the mayor's report. I just have one thing to announce tonight until everyone's finished, and I might add a couple things. But I do want to cordially invite everyone present and everyone out in TV land and everyone in Lakemore and Springfield and all of our good neighbors to come visit Super Learning Center this Saturday. We're celebrating 25 years of existence, and our big jubilee is this Saturday at 1584 Wilson Avenue in Lakemore, the former Lakemore Elementary School, celebrating 25 years of changing the world one child at a time. For those that don't know, Super Learning Center is a private Christian school that specializes in teaching students with special needs, many of whom have autism, and we're very good at it. They're very good at it. Long before I joined their team, they were doing good things and making good things happen. So this Saturday, October 11th, from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Everyone's invited. There's a lot of free stuff for the kids and for families. We're going to have a petting zoo, dunk tank, and balloon twisters and characters and food trucks and all sorts of neat things happening. It's a long day, but it's going to be a fun day. Please come if you're able. That's all I got. So we'll turn it over to council report. Mrs. Cochran.
Okay, our next council meeting will be on October 20th, and the one after that will be November 3rd. Each of them are at 6 o'clock here in the municipal building. And the other thing I want to mention is October 29th is the Boo Bash at Lakemore Plaza. I believe the time for the Boo Bash is 5 to 6. It's a great time. Bring your kids, get in a costume, come and get candy. People will be set up, and it's a lot of fun. And that's all for me.
Cool. So I just want to mention today is officially the last day to register to vote for the November election. That means that we're 30 days out, coming up quick. So we have a couple school board, 4 or 5 people for school board, right? 4 people for village council. I think we have a couple levies on there for the school as well. So make sure you're ready to vote for it. The Lakemore Springfield Library, it's right there. On October 10th from 11 to 3, they're going to do a free legal clinic. They recommend that you sign up for like the 20-minute slots. There are walk-ins, but that's going on. They do a whole bunch of free services, but that is just one that they provide. And then October 25th from 5 to 7 is Lakemore's Trick or Treat. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so be there, be square. October 25th. We're not going to do like costume contests, things like that, but we'll definitely have candy to pass out at certain places. So that's all I got.
Thanks.
I don't know if there's anything I really want to talk about.
Not true.
I know. Anybody else taking a look? All the benches are down at the lake. They all got installed about a week ago Friday. All of them are secured. Seen a lot of people sitting down at the lake enjoying the view.
It's nice.
So it is finally in. We have one empty spot because we kind of miscounted and located one here in front of the fire station. That was for Chief Bittner's family, I should say. So we do have one spot left at the lake, which we're working on something else to either A, raffle that spot off to raise some more money for our walkway. Not sure yet, but
Good idea.
figure it out here shortly.
Nice.
Yeah, you get a chance, go down by the lake, take a walk, have a seat.
Looks very nice.
They do.
That's it.
Please don't destroy them. Don't mark them up. Stop drawing lewd pictures on the concrete.
Yeah.
Oh,
Please
I
don't
thought you were
do
talking
that.
about on the benches.
Not yet.
No, we had one, when I went to place a bench, somebody had taken a Sharpie and drew a nice self-portrait of themselves on the concrete, signed their name, assume that's their name, their nickname or whatever, but,
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Anyway, please don't do that, guys. Gosh.
shows their mental status, stability, whatever, they should be going up to Super Learning Center.
Well, they did. They did pay us a visit. They did. They made a nice little artistic rendering of the same thing on our doors. I want to say thank you for being so wonderful and thinking we needed to be
Spreading
beautified
your
by spreading self-portraits. I like that of yourself
Getting ready for the
or
Jubilee.
your parts or what have you.
Right.
Yeah.
If
So
you're walking
please
to those
stop.
events, I forgot to add, the crosswalks look fantastic.
Thank
Yes,
you.
the crosswalks.
They do.
look
We're
good.
getting
So
our
good.
signs in hopefully this week, but yes.
I love them so much. I was gonna say that.
Sorry.
No, you
Sorry.
reminded me, so
You done,
thank
John?
Yep, I'm good.
Nikki, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Trunk or treat at Springfield Assembly of God is October 8th at 5 p.m. This is such a fun event. This church is so great to the village. We love them so much. This is all around a fun event. It's not just trunk or treat. There's always stuff up there. So please come to the trunk or treat at Springfield Assembly of God on October 8th. That's literally
Wednesday.
Yeah.
my goodness. Okay, guys, it's going fast.
Yeah.
And that's at 5 p.m. and that's all I have. Thank you, guys.
I would also like to add, I drove by the lake, and the benches around the lake were very nice. It's very aesthetic for the park. Get a chance to sit down, look at the lake, look at the people on the lake. I think it was a great project. John, thanks for on showing that project. I'd like to announce that the Lakemore Food Pantry at the Lakemore United Methodist Church will be the 22nd of October between 4:30 and 6 o'clock. Noted that it's not the last Wednesday of the month for October. It's the second to the last Wednesday, the 22nd until 29th. So please, if you want to come to the pantry, remember that it's the 22nd of October. That's all I got.
All right. The only thing that I really have is on October 18th, the Spartan Snack Pack and Pantry is having a quarter auction at the high school. This is to raise money for us. If you don't know what we do, we send home food for kids on the weekends. And our thought process is if they're struggling to get through the weeks, the families are struggling to get through the weeks as well. So we also have a once a month pantry distribution for the families that receive those snack packs. So this goes to help us, be able to purchase items to put in the snack packs plus our monthly food distributions. So the quarter auction starts at 5 p.m. Doors open at 4. If you want to buy a pre-sale ticket, they are available. But you can also just come at the door, $5 for your paddle. We're going to also offer a all-in of the $50. So we have some great baskets already donated. But if you would like to donate a basket as well, please get in contact with me, or you can reach out through the Facebook, the Spartan Snack Pack Facebook page. Message us there. And also, we are also looking for vendors. So if you would like to, if you have a little craft business or like an Avon or Tupperware or something, some kind of business or whatever, you would like to have a booth at our quarter auction, reach out as well. It's $25, but you get 5 tickets. That is included, and then just a minimum $25 basket. So again, that is 5 to 7 on October 18th at the high school. That is it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Heather. Count me in, I'll help. I'll be your worker.
I have, so our Second Street water line will hopefully be started in a couple weeks. Hopefully everything is wrapped up for the Fairdale Michaels Dampwood project. I don't know if anybody's noticed, but I did have H.M. Miller come back and resurface that area between Springfield Lake Drive and Michaels. So it looks better, if anybody noticed. So a few weeks ago, the EPA came and performed our inspection of our water system. And of course, we have things we need to fix. One of them is our backflow prevention program, which I know nobody likes, but it's something that's required right now for commercial properties with an interest in our residential properties. So I contacted BSI Online. They handle this program for pretty much everybody who has a water system, not just in Ohio, but other states too. So I had a meeting with them today, and the program is very, very affordable for us. It's only a couple $1,000 a year, and they will handle everything. So outside of my guys maybe having to go shut off a customer because they don't finally comply after the 4th notice. So I'm going to go ahead and get that going. But there's other things that are going to be costly that we're going to have to improve or replace. So I've already contacted Matt Klein from RCAP just to give him a heads up, since we're going to be meeting with him next week, so he can incorporate that in our rate study. So that's that. The Public Service Department is going to be hiring at least one person, possibly 2. I have a employee who's leaving, not on bad terms. He just has a lot of things going on, and so I sent it to Carolyn. I've put it in with Ohio Means Jobs. And I'll go ahead and post it on Indeed too. So if anybody's interested in a full-time position with the Public Service Department, you have to have a license. You do not have to have a CDL. We do have a CDL program with the state of Ohio that you can earn your CDL, and in 6 months, if you get it, then we'll give you a pay increase. So, but we have health insurance, comp time, sick time, vacation time, and they do usually get a lot of overtime. So
Tracy, is all that information on our website at this time?
I haven't put it on the website yet,
Okay.
but Carolyn's putting it everywhere
Okay.
else.
Okay.
So,
Thank you.
but I will put it on there. So the Akron Municipal Court is going to provide off-site wedding opportunities this year. One of them is going to be Halloween, and they're going to host that at the Akron Civic Theater. And then on December 3rd, they're going to host it at the Howard House Museum. And Mayor Cole is going to be the one officiating on Halloween.
Yep.
So if anybody's interested, I sent the information to Carolyn to share, but I also have it if anybody's interested.
You getting married?
You want to review it for
Yeah.
the second time?
No, it would be my third.
Yeah.
No, same guy though.
Yeah.
Three
So,
wheels.
just
Gonna learn the first
something
time.
nice. One nice perk of being a mayor.
Yeah.
You get to
Oh, how
perform
nice.
weddings, so.
The best
That's
thing,
all I have.
The best thing I do. It's the one thing I do that nobody yells at me or something. Not
Not
yet.
yet.
Yes, I've already had. I mean,
Probably 7
I've only
years
been mayor
later.
6 years, and I've already had a few divorces, and I feel bad about that,
It
but
happens.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Just don't blame me yet.
Not yet.
It's that guy that married me, I know it.
Mayor, there are a couple things more to mention. You want to mention?
Go ahead.
No, the unskating party in the fall festival. You want to?
Yeah, so that was, I did want to talk about that. This fall festival at Springfield Township is happening this Friday from 4 to 8. That's a long day, but there's a lot to do there. Hay rides, a lot of free stuff for the kids and families. A lot of vendors also. It's going to be fun. I know several of us are going to be there passing out candy and other trinkets for Halloween, but that's this Friday from 4 to 8. And immediately following the Boo Bash on Wednesday, October 29th, the Springfield Lakemore is going to be hosting their annual Halloween unskating party. And that's one of 2 times a year that students or children or people with any sort of walker or wheelchair or any sort of accessory that helps him or her get around, they are permitted to be on the roller skating floor. And it's a wonderful free event that our Rotary Club is one of the main sponsors, but there are several other organizations in the community that go in to make that a wonderful event. And I know Mick and Connie, they donate the venue and free skates for anybody who can utilize them that evening, and it's a really good evening. So thanks for bringing that up. Anything else?
The only other thing I'd like to bring up, because you were talking about the library, and is it a done deal that the library will be moving into the old Rite Aid building?
Yes.
So I wanted to get that out there, because that's just like right across the street, a bigger building, easier probably parking. They have to do
Permanent.
some renovations, don't they?
Permanent,
It's a
Lakemore,
permanent.
Springfield.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I think we
They're in
mentioned
Lake.
that.
They're in Lakemore.
They're in Lakemore.
Yeah.
So-
Officially.
So planning commission will not approve a sign unless it says Lakemore Library. And you can put that in the paper too.
Yep.
Okay, just want
Oh
you
my
to know.
gosh.
We have a library.
I have a question,
Yes.
Rich. Is the Springfield Fall Festival at the town hall over there?
I'm sorry.
It's
It's
at
at
Schropp.
Boyer
It's at
School.
Schropp.
Boyer School.
Schropp. Or should
It encompasses both, I
Both,
think,
okay.
Boyer and Schropp area.
I set up at the administration building. I don't know where everyone else goes, because they have like a little haunted path and all that.
Yeah.
It's
they
really
scare
cute.
you.
It was a good time last year. That's where I met you, at that event.
Yeah.
Hearing before council?
Yeah, appearing before council.
We had one sign in.
We do have one that's signed in. A dear friend who was just in Lakemore a couple weeks ago. We had a very good meeting. You're a very dear friend of ours. Thank you for coming tonight. Representative Jack Daniels, would you please take the podium? State your name
Absolutely.
your favorite drink, state your name, and address, please, and then proceed with your purpose for being here tonight.
So my name is Jack Daniels. I do not drink Jack Daniels. That's the number one question I get. I'm your state representative, so I was appointed when Bob Young resigned. I was appointed in April of 2024. So I got about 8 months in the last General Assembly, which was really beneficial because it taught me a lot. I'm new to politics. I've run a trucking company my whole life. I currently own Kendall Transport, which is, I think it's in Lakemore-ish or across the street from Lakemore.
What does the sign
Yeah.
say?
Well,
Does it say
this-
Lakemore?
there's a sign that says "Welcome to Lakemore," but I think it's just on the south side of the road. So,
Okay.
We can
but
annex it.
but I have been, but I have been. My businesses have been in both in Springfield Township, actually going back to 1997, something like that. So, I am familiar with the area. Although I live in New Franklin, that's where I've lived for 30 plus years. But the main reason for my visit really is just to make sure you all know me. And so that you know that you have access to me. Mayor Cole and I have really gotten to know each other very well. I have, my district comprises New Franklin, Greene, Coventry, Springfield, Lakemore, Mogador, Ellett, and Goodyear Heights. So I have Clinton. I don't know if I said Clinton in there. Got to remember the small villages. So I have a little bit of the east side of Akron, but for the most part, I have all of southern Summit County. My job, tomorrow, I go to Columbus. This is what happens on a pretty weekly basis. I go to Columbus. Tomorrow, we have committee meetings. And right now, the number one thing that we work on, I'm on the Ways and Means Committee, is property tax reform. So we have lots and lots of bills that we're working on that. And then on Wednesday, we have session where hopefully the work that we did in committee on Tuesdays and Wednesday mornings, we actually enact into law or try to enact into law in the afternoon. So then, of course, in Ohio, we have a House of Representatives. We also have a Senate. And then nothing happens unless the governor signs it. So that's the other piece of what I do. But I want to make sure you know that I'm accessible. We're going into the capital budget. So we just finished, this year, we finished the operating budget, which is payroll, utilities, stuff like that. The capital budget is more for building things, and then we also get projects that we get to bring back to our district. So Mayor Cole and I have talked about some ideas to try to get some state capital dollars here in Lakemore, as well as in the rest of my district. So if you have ideas for projects you think the state might be interested in tackling, let me know. The previous state capital budgets were very big and very generous, thanks to our friend COVID. That's no more, so we're expecting this year's capital budget to be a little bit smaller and a little tighter, but it's still there, and we're always looking for interested projects. So, anybody have any questions for me?
I do.
Yeah.
This is probably maybe not state budget oriented, but maybe you, when you meet with the mayor next time,
Oh,
can
it's
help
7:30
us,
today. Okay.
can help us,
Good meeting
like
tonight.
New Franklin did, when you used to be Akron 44319 back in the
Yep.
day. We are losing money in Lakemore because part of us is Akron 44312.
Yep.
I know we can do a preferred second line, which I think everybody who lives within the village, there should be Lakemore, Ohio 44312, and then Lakemore, Ohio 44250 for the ones that don't get delivery. How can we make this happen? We're losing money. People don't know where they live. That into that new development.
Yep,
you know.
I appreciate very much that you brought this to my attention. It is not a state thing, however, I'm very
Slow,
familiar with it because of
yes.
the fact we did it in New Franklin. So,
And I
and
used
Green
to
just
work
did
for the
it.
post office in that
Okay.
department.
So you know how it
I worked in address management. but
So
we're not
Green just succeeded, and you can now write either Akron, North Canton.
Right.
What's the other one Green has?
Uniontown.
Uniontown, that's right. You can write any of those, or you can write Green, Ohio, and whatever your zip code is. That's the way New Franklin works too. So I'm 44319. There's a lot of 44216 in
Right.
New Franklin as well, which is Clinton. But if you live in New Franklin, you can say New Franklin, Ohio 44216 or 44319. We were allowed in New Franklin because our name was unique. Green was not allowed because there are so many greens
Right.
across the state, including Greene County. So that was the post office's excuse. Somehow, Mayor Jurgen, along with our team of federal delegation, really got involved and succeeded at getting that done. I did not realize that was an issue here, and you're right.
It is.
It does create a financial confusion, and a lot of confusion for not just finances. People a lot of times don't understand where they live.
They
Well,
don't.
even the census, we have a big
Right.
new development, but our census went down because they
Brady,
say
that
we're in
explains,
Akron.
that explains a
So-
lot of why that happened, yeah.
While you're here,
Yeah.
let's make a plan.
Yeah. Well, I'm not the plan, but I can connect you to the plan.
Okay.
So
Yes.
what I will do is I'll have my office reach out to, I think the senators, I think Senator Husted and Senator Moreno are probably the
Okay.
better contacts, and I know both of them. So we'll start with their office, bring up to them that, hey, there's an issue. The fact that Green just succeeded probably means there are a lot of communities like you around the state that are.
I thought we kind of
that are
signed
getting there.
on to something
We
with
did, with
them.
Amelia Sykes' office.
But
Okay.
nothing's happened, and I gotta get it done in 2 months.
That'll be tough, but I will say, I think the senators right now, because it's the party in control, that's the way politics works, that they may have a little better, especially given the fact that they just did it for Green.
Correct.
They'll know the pathway, because for us in state and federal, a lot of times, it's just learning and understanding the pathways. Government is complex, and
It sure
that's our
is.
job, is to kind of figure that out and guide you through the process, and since they just did that,
Okay.
it shouldn't be hard.
Well, that's, I want to see that happen here, because I do know we're losing money. We would be able to get more state help if we
You get your
had
census
more
right.
people, if we had our census, so.
Or a
And if we had our
reclassification.
census too.
Yeah, that's
We
it.
would know where we live, but
Yeah,
we
yeah,
don't.
fantastic.
Thank
I will
you.
definitely I'll work on that tomorrow.
Thank
Is the
you.
mail sorted and delivered by zip code or by alphabetic city state?
It's
She
zip
would know
code.
that more
It is
than me.
absolutely by zip code.
Yeah,
It is zip
So it
code.
doesn't matter what you write for the.
that's
city.
what I.
Well, sometimes it will go to that zip code, but, you know, it could be returned if there's like not a matching street. It's really, things are all done by automation now. When I first started in 1985, you actually read it and you threw but now it's all by machine. So if you don't sometimes have the correct city with the zip code,
It'll
it
reject.
will reject it, and that's because of automation.
So if you write Akron, 44312, which the mail is delivered from
Correct.
L at Akron
It is.
Post Office.
And it would still be, but if we could have it say Lakemore 44312, they would program that like in the automation, and we would still
accept
get
it.
it, and that same carrier would still deliver it, but people would be more aware of the fact that I don't live in Akron, I really live in Lakemore, and that's my goal.
Yeah, it wouldn't change how your mail is delivered.
No.
Actually, the way it worked in New Franklin, it didn't change anything other than our identity, which our identity became New Franklin, and we went from being Franklin Township to New Franklin. So again, a lot of people in New Franklin think they live in Manchester, which isn't even a town. So it's really common.
Yeah.
You know, I can brag about being a state rep, but the truth is 9 out of 10 people in the state of Ohio don't know that they even have a state rep. So that's the reality of our world and
Not
government.
sign, we know.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm here. That's my goal, is
Well,
to help
thank you
everybody
very
understand,
much.
so.
Appreciate it.
Any other
Property
questions?
tax question.
Yeah.
How do you solve the conundrum of eliminating property tax and funding the things that property tax fund? You know, there's a
$1 million question.
petition or a movement now to eliminate property tax,
Correct,
no matter what you guys do.
correct.
And that's not going to solve the funding issue for that.
That will be a major defund the police movement if it
What-
succeeds.
But how can you make any relief to homeowners for property tax and still meet the funding level?
Well, let me explain a little bit of what's happened. So Ohio, I could go on about this for a long time, so feel free to wink or nod at me when I've gone a little too far. So Ohio's overall taxes, So I'm on Ways and Means. I'm really active in taxation. It's something I've been passionate, even though I've never been in government, it's something I know a lot about. In most tax policy professionals' opinion, a good tax is a tax that's broad and covers a variety of things and is also moderate. So that way, not one segment of your community or not one segment of the population is burdened by it. A broad and modest tax also doesn't influence behavior, because at the federal level, they love to influence behavior. They love to say, hey, we're going to make this deductible because we want people to do it. At the state and local level, that really isn't good policy. So the goal is to not influence behavior. Well, our taxation in Ohio, especially since we brought our income tax back down to a realistic level, has been pretty broad until COVID. So what happened was we had a huge spike in property valuations. So a lot of people say, well, the problem isn't the property tax, the problem is the home valuations. So there are, for every question you have about property taxes, there are 30 different opinions. And one time there were two people that claimed they knew everything about property taxes and they disagreed. So it's a very complex system. But let me explain a little bit of the solutions that we're working on. The main goal that we're working on is to moderate the spikes. So if you go back, if half of the laws that we're proposing right now, and there's about a dozen on the floor right now, if half of them had been imposed prior to COVID, we would not be in this situation. So what we're trying to do, for instance, tomorrow and Wednesday, we're going to have hearings on 186, House Bill 186. And what that does is takes schools that are at the 20 mil floor, again, I'm getting in the weeds a little bit, but the goal is to cap the increases in inflation so that property taxes can rise. Property taxes predate the United States, by the way. So it's our oldest form of taxation. The concept that, oh, it's unconstitutional, whatever, well, it was here before the Constitution was. It is also the only tax you pay that never leaves your community. Property tax is 100% here, it stays local. So in a state like Ohio, where we have home rule, I don't know if you guys know what that is, but this goes all the way back to the Northwest Ordinance of 1789, something like that, where we have local control. You can maintain local control with property tax. You can't with a state income tax. You can't with a county sales tax, a state sales tax. So that's the basic answer to your question. Our goal is not to reduce funding. Our goal is to stop the spikes in unvoted increases, your property skyrocketing in value, affecting your property taxes, but nobody asked for that money. That's what's happened in a lot of
You
schools.
intend to uncouple it from property value?
There are no proposals that I know of to uncouple it, but there is some discussion. I don't know of any solid proposals right now. There is some discussion about having it cap after you buy your house. So that there are some states that when you buy your house, your property value is set, your taxation rate is set, and then it essentially won't grow until you sell your house. I haven't seen any proposals like that in Ohio yet. Our goal right now in Ohio is to try to cap the increases. And we're actually going to try to go back in time and go back to some of the districts that got huge increases, because there are some, not all. As a matter of fact, I don't think Springfield really saw too many outsized increases, but they are at 20 mil floor, so they might have. But to go back and make some of this cut for the consumer or for the property owners retroactive.
Yeah, we need to.
We could be here for hours and
Yeah,
hours.
sorry.
I hate to cut you off,
I gotta wink
Mr.
in the nod.
Jurgen. I'm so sorry.
I knew it was
Yeah, no,
coming, 'cause
it's
I was
okay.
like-
It's okay. Well,
But I'll give you my card and we can talk
afterwards.
offline.
Yeah.
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 He's very accessible, and we really appreciate that here on Lakemore. Thank you for that. Anything else you want to add before?
Not really. Thank you very
Thanks for
much.
being
Please,
here.
I'm very accessible. I'll give anybody that wants my card and reach out.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you so
Thank
much. We have no old business on the docket this evening. We're going to segue right into the new business. I'm going to let council proceed as it's written. 3 with Mrs. Cochran, 2 Mr. Ray, Mr. Strittmatter, Mr. Reiner close us out before we opt to go into an executive session. So please proceed.
Okay.
Thank you.
All righty, I'd like to make a motion to adopt resolution number 7495-2025, a resolution accepting the resignation of Anthony Gurry as part-time firefighter medic with the Lakemore Fire Department. But first, I'd like to make a motion to dispense with the 3 reads.
Second?
Thank you.
Roll call.
All right, Mr. Ray?
Yes.
Mr. Strittmatter?
Yes.
Mrs. Coontz?
Yes.
Mr. Eitner?
Yes.
Miss Anderson?
Yes.
Mrs. Cochran?
Yes,
Second the original?
thank you.
Roll call.
Mr. Strittmatter?
Yes.
Mrs. Coontz?
Yes.
Mr. Eitner?
Yes.
Miss Anderson?
Yes.
Mrs. Cochran?
Yes.
Mr. Ray?
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to make a motion to adopt resolution number 7496-2025, a resolution accepting the resignation of Dalton Brake as part-time firefighter medic with the Lakemore Fire Department. But again, I'd like to make a motion to dispense with the 3 reads, please.
Second.
Roll call.
Mrs. Coontz?
Yes.
Mr. Eitner?
Yes.
Miss Anderson?
Yes.
Mrs. Cochran?
Yes,
Mr. Ray?
Yes.
Mr. Strittmatter?
Yes.
Second the original?
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mr. Eitner?
Yes.
Miss Anderson?
Yes.
Mrs. Cochran?
yes.
Mr. Ray?
Yes.
Mr. Strittmatter?
Yes.
Mrs. Coontz?
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion to adopt resolution number 7497-2025, a resolution approving the assistant fire chief to hire Ricardo Calzada as part-time firefighter with the Lakemore Fire Department. Again, I'd like to make a motion to dispense with the 3 reads.
Second?
Roll call.
Miss Anderson?
Yes.
Mrs. Cochran?
Yes,
Mr. Ray?
Yes.
Mr. Strittmatter?
Yes.
Mrs. Coontz?
Yes.
Mr. Eitner?
Yes.
Second the original?
thank you.
Roll call.
Mrs. Cochran?
Yes,
Mr. Ray?
Yes.
Mr. Strittmatter?
Yes.
Mrs. Coontz?
Yes.
Mr. Eitner?
Yes.
Miss Anderson?
Yes.
Welcome aboard.
okay.
All right. So I want to make a motion to adopt ordinance number 1903-2025. This is an ordinance to amend an ordinance 1849-2024, Village of Lakemore Employee Policies and Procedures Manual to add a policy for employee key fobs. But first, I'd like to make a motion to dispense with the 3 reads.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Mr. Ray?
Yes.
Mr. Strittmatter?
Yes.
Mrs. Coontz?
Yes.
Mr. Eitner?
Yes.
Miss Anderson?
Yes.
Mrs. Cochran?
Yes, I'll second the original.
Roll call.
Mr. Strittmatter?
Yes.
Mrs. Coontz?
Yes,
Mr. Eitner?
Yes.
Miss Anderson?
Yes.
Mrs. Cochran?
yes,
Mr. Ray?
Yes. All right, next for me, I would like to make a motion to adopt ordinance number 1904-2025. This is an ordinance to amend ordinance 1874-2024, make appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the Village of Lakemore, State of Ohio, during the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2025. But first, I'd like to make a motion to dispense with the 3 reads on this.
And a second.
Roll call.
Y'all.
Mrs. Coontz?
Yes.
Mr. Eitner?
Yes.
Miss Anderson?
Yes.
Mrs. Cochran?
yes,
Mr. Ray?
Yes.
Mr. Strittmatter?
Yes.
Second the original?
Roll call.
Mr. Eitner?
Yes.
Miss Anderson?
Yes.
Mrs. Cochran?
yes,
Mr. Ray?
Yes.
Mr. Strittmatter?
Yes.
Mrs. Coontz?
Yes.
All right. I would like to make a motion to adopt resolution number 7499-2025, a resolution authorizing the Village of Lakemore to enter into an intergovernmental agreement for animal control services with the County of Summit. But first, I'd like to make a motion to dispense with 3 reads.
Second?
Roll call.
Miss Anderson?
Yes.
Mrs. Cochran?
yes,
Mr. Ray?
Yes.
Mr. Strittmatter?
Yes.
Mrs. Coontz?
Yes.
Mr. Eitner?
Yes.
I'll second the original.
Thank you. Roll call.
Mrs. Cochran?
yes,
Mr. Ray?
Yes.
Mr. Strittmatter?
Yes.
Mrs. Coontz?
Yes.
Mr. Eitner?
Yes.
Miss Anderson?
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion to adopt resolution 7498-2025, a resolution authorizing the Village of Lakemore to adopt the Summit County Intergovernmental Memorandum of Understanding for job creation, retention, and tax revenue sharing. But first, I'd like to make a motion to dispense with the 3 readings.
Second?
Roll call.
Mr. Ray?
Yes.
Mr. Strittmatter?
Yes.
Mrs. Coontz?
Yes.
Mr. Eitner?
Yes.
Miss Anderson?
Yes.
Mrs. Cochran?
yes,
Second the original?
Roll call.
Mr. Strittmatter?
Yes.
Mrs. Coontz?
Yes.
Mr. Eitner?
Yes.
Miss Anderson?
Yes.
Mrs. Cochran?
yes.
Mr. Ray?
Yes.
Okay. Next, I'd like to make a motion that we enter into an executive session regarding an employee matter. That would be council, mayor, and the village administrator. When we come back, we will be coming back just to adjourn the meeting, so there's no reason at this point that anyone hangs around. We're not going to come back and discuss any more business.
Right.
I'll
So do
second
I
the
need a
motion.
second?
I'll second.
Roll call.
Mrs. Coontz?
Yes.
Mr. Eitner?
Yes.
Ms. Anderson?
Yes.
Mrs. Cochran?
Yes.
Mr. Ray?
Yes.
Mr. Strittmatter?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
I'll see you soon, okay?
Thank you so much for coming.